100K up in the hood. 100K up in the hood. I ain't have no gun. Nigga play with me, I'ma be locked up with no bun. I'm the nigga that they hate. Let me set the record straight. Niggas.
Yeah, man, you know what's going on, man. We back in effect. Hood Chronicles. What EP this is, man? We took a delay too, man. We took about 5 months off. Janae got pregnant.
Don't take that delay as a denial.
Yeah, man, you know, man. We had to come back, man. We bounced back. Chalet still in the cut.
My name ain't Chalet.
Whole thing. Don't ever play with my friend like that.
Right. I like that correction because when you do correct me, even if I'm wrong, you know, you're going to get it right. But, man, we took a delay, man. We took a long delay, too, but we back. We going to continue to run this shit up. This what it going to be like. You feel? We got a special guest in the building. Big Tracy. You know
Big Tracy.
Big Tracy.
Not the little one. Not the little one. Not the little one.
Ball head, man. You know what I'm talking about, man. Two-line coat fine.
RP ball head, man.
You feel it? Real.
It's RP Getty.
Get it.
Right.
Get it.
Right, we got correct.
Get it. They approach slowly, but
Okay. Big Trees.
Where you from?
From Tulane Coat. East side.
How long you stayed in Tulane?
Key Street. Have my whole life. That's where I'm from the bricks.
You never been outside the project?
Man, yeah, but stop.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like, have you ever went to another neighborhood to play?
Yeah. Trinity Coat.
But that's still up the street, ain't it?
Man, hey, you said you asked a question. You said, did I went to another project? I said, yeah, Trinity Coat.
Yeah, but you know.
Cleveland Coat.
I ain't never been to Tulane Coat.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Boy, you should have been out there.
Mr. Time.
Yeah. You don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, that shit legendary right there.
True.
Yeah. So what you been up to?
Working.
And what else? Like, how you been feeling?
Good. I can't complain.
Like it's such a state of mind. Like how you was able to hold yourself up during such a tragedy.
Well, it's like when you understand death, and I kind of me and Chalet already touched bases on this. You understand death and how it happened. You understand that we live to die. We born in the world. No one's gonna last forever. So, I mean, that mindset right there, it'll take you a long way, especially when you understand the Bible and you understand God. So, yeah.
That's strong.
Yeah.
What you gonna say, Chalet?
First of all, tell us about your brother.
Get
it.
We're going back, okay?
Yeah, we're gonna take
it back. We gonna take it back, okay?
Just to understand, just as far as the understanding of death and how you, how you lost your brother, and then you know the things behind.
7 years later, lost my son. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay, true. So my brother got killed in 2016, and when I lost my brother, a lot of stuff I really understand, like I understand now, like especially about death. But a lot of things we question God, but you really can't question God when death is like there. But I mean, shit, I really just be focused. Like it really ain't in like reading the Bible. I be staying in there. But as far as my brother go, like it's kind of like when somebody feel they death, especially when they come down. Cause my brother started to change like 2 weeks before he passed away. I will never forget sitting in my mama's living room. He telling me he finna start smoking. He stopped going out. He didn't go out a couple nights before he passed away. So he said he gonna stop smoking, get the GED. And then, he was just out the way for a good little minute until, little thing happened with one of his homeboys. And he ended up dropping them off. And they ended up getting ambushed on St. James Street. And he got shot, but he wasn't pronounced dead until later on, probably about 9 or 10 o'clock that night. So, I mean, like I said, if it was 7 years ago, I probably would have been a mess as I would now. But now that I'm older and I understand death, it's like God really working mysterious ways. So
and that's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Just seeing the difference in between how you handle your brother death and then versus a couple of years on down the line, now you lose your son. So what's the difference as far as in grieving and healing and being able to understand
the grieving
when
part?
You lost your brother and when you lost your son.
Okay, the grieving part with my brother is I had to be strong for my sister now. So a lot of things I didn't really let out. as far as being sad and angry because I had to plan and they weren't even strong enough to plan. So they expect me to still be this strong person and still handle the business. But at the same time, I had my moments like where I break down like normal. But reality. Yeah. But with my son, like I was telling Chalet, like when you in that Bible and I read Methuselah, like I had to really understand like he just lived and died. He had nothing else did. That man was almost down there 1,000 years old. He just lived and he died. But see, my son did not live and die. We went everywhere. It wasn't nothing that he ain't do, especially being that he was 11 years old. So
he was a good mom.
Yeah. So a lot of things, I mean, I couldn't really feel bad because he already lived his life. And I had to understand it.
What kind of child was Makai?
He quiet, but at the same time, he was into sports. So basketball and football. But I mean, when it come down to what type of child he was a normal boy. Sometimes he'll get out of line, he had to straighten him back up. Sometimes he get quiet, he don't want to talk. So that's just his personality. But as far as like grieving wise right now, I just pray more. I ain't never prayed this much in my life, but I understand God, like, so that's what it is.
That's a strong power, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's strong because some people can let that determine the outcome of their life.
Yeah, they'll go in depression, but I mean, I can't go in depression. I still got my other child that I gotta raise.
That's strong.
I read Nosha's status last night. The girl who just lost her son, her baby dad named D.
I know you talking about.
And she wrote alone like I felt it. She was like, she just needs some time alone, and she got to get out the internet. Just reading her status though, like I felt her pain, like just reading her words, and I felt it. And then it's like so many parents going through the same thing. And like, what way besides you praying is there anything else that keep your mind level, that make you not think about it?
Good times we shared.
That's strong.
So you feel like God really had prepared you, like?
Yeah. I mean, a couple months before my boy passed away, I had a dream. A dream that I was at that funeral with the exact same thing. I could not see nobody's face, but I leaned over the casket, and all I remember the same thing that I did at my son's funeral, it replayed. So when I got to his casket, I held on. You got to scream deja vu because I already had this dream. So God really had already prepared me, but I never think it was going to be my son. So I just seen somebody in the casket, but I never seen their face because it was like a blur. But I mean, I don't know if it was like how happy, how I supposed to be happy when they say it, when God prepared me to happen. Like, it just like, once I got to him when he was shot, it's like, he wasn't cold, and then like he went saying he was finna die, but my boy already had prepared me. If something happened, I did what I was supposed to be done. So all he could do was hold on to me and be like, he was good, but at the same time when they put him in the ambulance, he was like, I love you, he already told me this. So we already had a talk once I got to where he was at. So
when do you care to go into details, like when you, far as, not saying so much, but like far as when I
got a call, what time I got a call, I was just,
as far as you communicating with him in the process of everything.
He was
really responding. Like when he got shot, he went he didn't down the scene. He was responding.
Yeah, so he was talking to me.
Conversation like far as
he was just telling me that him and my nephew, like normal boys, they playing with a gun.
So he just told you what happened.
Yeah, but basically my nephew
So he was really responding real good though.
Yeah.
Okay then.
I mean, he went out of, but you could tell he was in pain. But I was trying to keep him from not talking so much because I was trying to keep the little energy that he did have, you know what I'm saying, to the ambulance got there, because it took him like, my nephew called me at 7:10. I just had came back from getting my baby from my grandma. I was just getting off work. And I got off work kind of late because I supposed to be got off at 6, but I ended up getting off maybe about 6:40 something. So when I made it back on this side of town, it was like 6:07, something like that. But when I made it to my sister, I was 6:10 on the dot. I remember because my nephew, I called my baby phone. My nephew called me right back and said, Makai got shot. So instantly, I flew around the corner. I ain't even hardly stopped my car. I just barely put it in park and turned it off. And me and my baby, we just ran up there. When I got up there, my mom was on the stairwell and she was screaming. But me, I'm like, I don't like all that scream out like just try to keep calm, cause then you gonna scare him. So when I got up there, I seen he was laying on his, he was face down, but I rolled him over cause I went to school for this. So I rolled him over so he could get some air and I put pressure on it. And he was just telling me that he got shot at, he felt like he got shot in his leg, but he really got shot right where his pelvis bone is. So I was putting pressure on the wrong thing, but you know what I'm saying? I called 911. My nephew called 911 like several times. It took them like 20 minutes to arrive on the scene. When they arrived on the scene, the guy like Alex that I went to school with, he used to work at Jets Hospital. So he was telling me just, I was already bloody by this time, but he was like, go. I got him. He good. Like he said, he was stable. So I was like, cool. He's stable. By the time that they picked him up, paramedics got there like 10 minutes after the police arrived, and they were just asking him like, what happened? This, that, and the third. He was responding back to them, and you know what I'm saying. So
is they taking him to the hospital as they?
No, they're not taking him to the hospital. The ambulance just arrived 10 minutes after the police got there. So when the paramedics finally did get him and put him on the stretcher, by then it's like 8-something. They pronounced him dead like 9:15. So by the time they get him to the hospital, they couldn't even perform surgery because he was already dead. But they ain't let me know. But I knew something wrong because one thing about me, like when my brother died, they gonna keep on coming and ask you when their birthday. When his birthday? When is Makai's birthday?
Did he lose a lot of blood? Like
the cause because the bullet ruptured his rectum, which caused him to bleed out more, and that made him, it ruined back there. So,
but God really allowed you to spend how long you said it took for the
shit, if you going into that gap like an hour and something before he even, because if they came and got it, my nephew called me at 7:07. I gave it to my sister right around the corner. It was 17 when I pulled up. They ain't get him to the hospital like 8-something. He ain't died till like 9:15.
That's 2 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you, in the gap.
So how long was he on the back of the thing or whoever?
How long he was on the ambulance? He was in the ambulance for about 10, 15 minutes before we got to the hospital. But he was
he was responding.
Yeah, when he got the ambulance, he responded. He was telling me he loved me and stuff. He was telling me he loved me. And I was like, that's it. And then he was telling me just, he was gonna see me at they shit. I thought I could ride in the ambulance with him being that he was number 11 years old. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, okay, I could ride with him. He 11. They were like, I couldn't ride, so I got in my car. But they couldn't even pull out. I was on their tail, you feel me? Because he already shot, so I already know how they handle a black young male. You feel me?
So why they said you couldn't ride?
They said their policy, COVID policy, you can't ride in there. They can't ride with with them.
I know you acting a fool.
Yeah, but I at the same time still try to keep my composure because my baby there, I don't like to get I don't like to let her see me get crazy because I can get crazy. But I try to, I was just trying to keep it cool because it's already this type is the mold up there right now. So my drilling is already race car. I'm trying to So, but by the time I get there, we get to the hospital. They put me in the waiting room. They tell me they gonna come back. They trying to see what's going on with him. They kept asking me his birthday, so I knew something wrong. They're like, "When his birthday?" 2009. So I was like December the 9th, 2010. I'm keep telling the same date. Like, man, I told the lady when she came out, I was like, man, what the fuck y'all keep asking me the same thing? I got mad at that point. Yeah. So she was like, I'll come back in a minute. I said, man, y'all need to tell me what's going on with my son. So they waited like 10 minutes and then they came back and the lady was like, I don't want to tell her. So a black lady came in there, which she had no type of sympathy. She was like, he dead and he was a thug anyway. I was like, first of all.
Really?
Yeah. First of all, he ain't no but 11. Yeah. So I picked up the base that was in there and I throwed it. So the man told me they were gonna have to put me in jail, but I was like, shit, that's crazy because how you gonna label my son as a thug? He don't got First of all, he ain't got no shirt. All he had on was the bottoms. So he ain't got no rag. He ain't got no gang sign. He ain't got nothing up on. How you gonna label him as a thug? So after she said that, she hurried up and left out. And the white lady who was the head nurse that was on the shift, she came back and apologized. She was like, I was asking her what they supervisor number is, cause I was gonna try, you know what I'm saying? You know, go over here, try, but everybody like, leave it alone, cause this ain't the time to handle that type of business. But me being me, I just felt like that ain't the place for her to be in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially when calling something like that, like, you gotta have more sympathy.
Like, you ain't
and see, like, you ain't got no type of remorse for me.
She told you he was a thug anyway.
They gon' stereotype.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I wanted to ride in the ambulance with him, because I don't know what they was doing. They probably weren't trying their best, you feel me? Yeah.
How far was y'all from each other?
We went that far apart because I was on the ambulance. Hey.
I'm talking about when she told you some shit like that.
Oh, she was a little farther from me because people was in the middle of me, so, you know what I'm saying? Then the sheriff was in there, so.
Get her information now?
No, I ain't never get my cousin try to get me to let it go because they were like, they'll handle it, but the lady, you know, the person who over her was like, they already filed a report or whatever. So.
Shit, man.
Filed a report, man. I tell you,
What you been say, mate?
I feel like the youth right now, though, like, they gonna label them as thugs, like, cause, like, I feel like, hey, right now, like, man, this shit, like, I don't know, they got us, like, they got black people where they want us for real.
Yeah.
Way, because, like, you know what I'm saying, like, they fuck around, and what I really want to say is that, like,
They're gonna stereotype you even because you black. They're just period. That's just how it going.
That's just how it going too. Like, but like,
especially you're a male.
Lately, like, I don't know what's going on though. Like, it's just like a lot of young kids like being like getting caught like in like they ain't even got to they ain't even got to like they ain't got to be no thugs. Period. Like, but they're like they getting like caught up in some way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff been happening. Like, they robbing, getting robbed. Like, shit crazy. Like right now for real.
And
like,
you know where else that come
like,
from?
What that? The music.
Like, you know what else? Like, once they pull a record, they see that your brother been shot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gun violence over there.
Mm-hmm.
Where it happened?
But my brother and my son do not have the same last name.
This how they thinking though.
It happened where my boy got shot at. My boy got shot in Parental Court. Yeah.
And then look where it's at, the location.
Yeah, it's right up the street. I get what you're saying.
But that don't make it no better because what's really going on for it to say it to happen like that, as far as like I'm talking to my son.
Yeah.
And it's like the whole time y'all talking and sitting here trying to get information, we could do that later.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was getting at. Like, it could have been more quick. Like, the paramedic need to respond more quicker because, I mean, every second count. That's how I feel. Yeah. So, but at the same time, we can't control God's worth. Mm-hmm. So, I had to put myself in both situations. Me, if he live, he might have to wear a colostomy bag for the rest of his life. This shit might affect him. You know what I'm saying? And now he in the grave, like, something that I have to deal with, but God already know how strong I'm so he gave it to me because that's my battle. So, it's either
you know what led to the situation? Like, he just was in the crossfire or something.
No, they were playing with a gun.
They was playing with a gun.
Yeah. It ain't even, and you know, when, that's why I gotta tell people, when boys are curious, they gonna do stuff like that. It's never.
Especially when we know where it's at.
Yeah. So, they were playing, it went on. They meant to do nothing. They just was being bored. Yeah. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, a little time when I was little, I smoked a little weed, but we didn't want my mom to catch me, so I'm gonna throw that bitch down. So I have to tell everybody, every situation is different, especially when you're doing something like that. You put yourself at risk. So it's a 50-50 chance with everything. So you gotta say the good with the bad.
Ooh, that's strong though, because everybody can't do that after such a tragedy.
But hey, you gotta.
But so, what would you tell a mama right now that's going through the same similar thing as you?
Everybody
want that strength.
Everybody ain't me, bud. But I mean, it's different.
Your word of encouragement.
But for them, I feel like you gotta put God first. That's anyway. You gotta get in that Bible. You gotta understand what's going on. Cause a lot of folks don't understand death, so that will make them go crazy trying to understand what God doing. When y'all gotta let God do what He got going on. So you ain't gonna get nowhere without reading that Bible. Everything in that Bible. Whole chapter about it. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
You believe in God before the tragedy?
Yeah. But I went in the Bible. I always been in the Bible. Like, I get out and then I get in. You feel like you can do it your way, but it's never your way. Cause God gonna bring you right back to it. He gonna shuckle you right back down. He gonna put you right back in there. So yeah, I mean, I believe in God. Period. There's nothing. I always been in church my whole life. Like, I understood. Like, sometimes I sheared away and I ain't wanna read the Bible no more. And I be like, man, look, I ain't finna be in that Bible. But then at the same time, anything that I ever went through is in that Bible. So I have to. That bring you right back. You can't do nothing without God. So that's my message.
But you gotta have this type of spirit. You got a spirit like mine, cause like through all of just knowing that, okay, this can't happen.
Yeah.
Okay, this can happen.
Yeah.
Don't overlook that can't happen, because then when it do happen,
you can't never been on the outside looking in.
Okay, so the chances, the possibilities like higher for shit like that happen like that, being from where we come from and shit, like how we grow up.
Cause we grow up in project.
Yeah, shit like
yeah, I mean,
it's like it's more.
It's really like, it's not really when you stereotype you from a project, cause a lot of people from the project, they really, some people are wealthy. It ain't built on where I'm from. Cause I don't even play with guns. I got a gun, but I don't even just talk my.
Like, far as a part as knowing what to do to prevent the next person from going through the exact same situation, far as leaving guns around with no safety.
I feel like you need
having guns in a place where a kid can get to it. Like,
yeah.
I think everybody should take that right there serious, because I've been in situations like something like that, and I think everybody should really put them guns up. Like, put a lock on them, and everybody, you got to keep them guns, because
like
kids are
like that, like
what type of like situations where a kid got killed?
Yeah.
So basically, listen, I said like this. I don't know how to try to counteract it. I don't feel like there's no counteract.
Like, you ain't know what to prevent it, you saying?
I don't feel like that, because kids watching.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like that. So you got to take yourself back to a child mind. No matter how your mama try to do it, I still can get over in a way.
Exactly.
That's how they feel.
So it's like, what would you say? Like, damn, it come down to we need them, but you got to understand you can't let them see it at all. You go do it like that. But then again, if you go do it like that, you got to understand, you got to teach them the use of a gun.
Yes. That's what I was going to say. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But if you know how it going and how the culture going and how your kid is, then you should not know how to teach them how to use a gun, because that's the first thing they go to when they get mad.
Yeah. That's just like if they see knives, yeah.
But I think it just depends on your child and learning your child, the way he think, the way he move. And sometimes you don't just always know your child 100%. But I'm just saying on some shit like, okay, if you say you may see something in a child. Well, I think boys are just curious anyway.
No,
but I'm just saying, like, okay, like me personally, like, I feel like I showed T-Pain how to work a gun. I showed him how to take the bullet. I showed him all the things, but I let him know that I'm showing you this, not so you won't be curious on how to use it and what to do with it. And so you can understand what the use for it. Like, it ain't, guns ain't bad, it's just the way you use them, and just, you know, how you, so if you playing with it and you don't know what you doing, then get what, I'll shoot you. But if my mama already taught, if I just don't have them even get curious to even think about picking up a gun, I already know not to aim it at nobody's face, not to aim it up, make sure, I know how to make sure ain't no bullet in the head, I know how to work it already, even if I do not, like I said, not praying that he don't just just teaching him about it. Like,
you been open.
Yeah.
You been open. But ain't nothing wrong with that. So it's like, still got to think about the negative side. But ain't nothing wrong with that, because you really training the mind at the same time.
Yeah.
But get what? I know, like, if once we think about it logically, man, guns are bad.
Even take them to the woods to shoot them. I want to take my boy to a shooting range.
Yeah.
Just to let him know, like, it's other, you don't have the guns, ain't guns, people are bad. It ain't the guns.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's just how you use them. You feel me? Like, you may want to go and shoot a deer, go deer hunting. You may want to just shoot a target. Like, what's wrong with our kids learn how to shoot guns? White people do it too. Just like I said, I just feel like you should just educate them on what's going on. Just keep it real with them.
Yeah.
You a single parent too? Like, your dad was in it?
His dad had been in jail since he was 3 years old. But, like, his dad was in his life, even behind bars. Like, he always kept contact with him. But, you know what I'm saying, like, normal. He understand I got a daddy, but I got a mama as strong as my daddy. You know what I'm saying? So he already knew that concept. Me and daddy couldn't really teach him that because he 3. He was 11. He was damn near halfway grown. At this time, he was ready to be. He's a preteen at this time, so he already ready. He up there. You feel me? Like, he knew what and when to do it. So, like, a lot of stuff, like his daddy folks, like, they came around, but they went around. And then, so he understood, like, mama gonna make it happen. So, that's it.
And that's another thing I want to say, too. We got to understand that, man, like, you know, when we go to jail, money don't matter. You're not physically there.
It's the time.
Like, you're not physically there to really show your son how to be a man. And mama gonna do the best she can, but you're not physically there. So conversation, sending money, that shit temporarily feel good. Yeah, it'll temporarily feel good, but it really don't matter. Like, that shit don't really matter.
But that's not just what you're going to jail. That's what you decided when you want
to be in your child, and change your child life.
Yeah, you got niggas out here on the street that don't
even see that children.
You got somebody that's in prison that'll call home and that'll send money. You got people out here that don't even act like they don't have kids.
But you think they only call home because they in a situation that?
No, most people
like, all of do that when we fuck ourselves up.
Everybody do that, but don't know. 9 times out of 10, a nigga ain't finna keep on calling their child. Child ain't got no money. They be want to call somebody when they got some money. But if he keeping in contact with his child, they let him know how your grades doing. This, that, and third. He calling every day. He asking the same question. So get what he doing, what he supposed to do. Because they, just like Janae said, people walking around right now. Ain't no a nigga on the street right now, they probably got 3-4 children. He asked, man, how your grade doing? He ain't even seen his child probably like 4 years, because guess what? It probably ain't got no relationship. It ain't established. But a nigga in jail established a relationship with that child ain't even about about that situation right then and there. They just let you know that they gonna call a child. That child can't send them no money. They want money. When you in jail, you want money. You need food. You gotta survive. So I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that just calling just because.
No,
What now? I'm like,
you got it. He said
what pertaining to, like, do you think that the dad is calling and checking in on the child and sending them money and stuff because of the predicament that
they in? Yeah, but I don't think that.
She said she don't agree with it.
No,
I think you heard what he said again.
Go.
Like sometimes, you know, sometimes it do be like that. Like when they get locked up, like I got homeboy like that. Every time they get locked up, they the good man again.
That's a difference.
You feel what I'm saying?
But not a good dad.
No, I'm saying I'm comparing it to the, like, okay, at the same time, like, damn, we ain't had no dad. You gotta think about that generation, the 90 babies.
Yeah.
We ain't had no dad, so we really the best, but it's still, we don't know what we doing, but we doing our best, and sometimes relationship can get in the way. What about the baby mama that hold the kids away from the dad?
Yeah.
Because of feeling.
Yeah. Some people do that.
So, you know, it be still counteractive, but get what? You still got to be there as a man, because get what? Man, these children need us. Girl and boy. They need us.
Okay.
I just feel like especially these girls, because if you going for everything a nigga say, before you know it, you been and got passed around so many goddamn times, and it's just gonna be like that. But the mama will be like that.
So who you feel, if you had to pick, who you feel like need their father more, a daughter or a son?
A son.
Okay,
That's
but
a
why
story.
do you have that decision? Like,
Because he can raise a God. He can raise a God. His son. That's the first thing a man wants.
But I beg to differ.
But how can he
parenting doesn't come with a book. So your dad can be the best dad he can be to you, and you still will stray away. Just like you have mothers that are active in their daughter's life,
and they still gonna be.
You become a certain age, and you want to do what you want to do.
Character.
So
it depends on how the dad is, how his character is. He a real man? Was he really raised?
So what's that saying in the Bible?
Then I feel like you'll be able to pass it down. If you're a real nigga, you're a real stand-up guy. You gonna raise a real nigga, a real stand-up guy, a good guy, working man. You're a hard working man. You going to work every day, and you feel you.
Sometimes people don't always follow their footsteps, Charlotte.
You'll have some kids.
Yeah, everybody don't follow their dad's footsteps.
You can be a stand-up father, and you can be an active father, and you can teach them all the manly things.
Yeah.
But when that child becomes of age to make their own decisions, to be their own self,
they're not gonna do it.
And they don't do what you taught them, what you instilled in them, what you shown them. Then that who's to blame then?
You know,
if you have an active father in your life that was a stand-up guy, if you decide to go and do opposite of what you were taught, who is to blame then?
Because you trying to fit in, and that's the only other way around now. Whoever it is, I feel like they ain't being they self problem.
So the child is to blame.
I feel like 9 times out of 10, if you were raised in a house with both parents. And then you still just get out in the street. 9 times out of 10, you just want the child that just want to get out there, and you just want to. That just show who you is. You just want to be something that you're not.
Environment.
Y'all who grew up with both parents, both parents, just you.
Yeah, her mom and dad were married.
I grew up not all the way to a certain age. We probably like
I grew up
13.
with my mama.
Me too.
Like.
But my daddy was there though.
But my daddy never had his daddy.
So do you think that took effect on him being an active father?
Yeah.
Like, he still tried, but he just wasn't at 100%. You know he could have been if he had his dad.
I'll say because he had to be in as far as household wise, but he was never there. So it's a difference.
So it's like y'all say, even from prison, money don't mean that if you calling me and giving me money more than you actually being in my household with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Yeah. That's what Bud said, and Latrice said she didn't agree then. That's why
I never said I didn't agree.
No, he said what she said. He said that the men only do that because they in prison.
No, I'm not saying they only do it because they.
He said they do it as much when they.
Like some niggas get when we get ourselves in a fucked up situation.
Nigga want to do the right thing.
You gonna do the right thing.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about.
So you not saying they gonna happen.
So you basically, so what you were saying is.
Soon they get out, they don't be running chilling like that.
Yeah, that's how I go.
That's what he would. He would just get his point of view, and I would get mine. But I just say not everybody is the same. Everybody don't have that same mind frame. Some people actually do call to talk to their children when they injured.
So and then you have someone that they was in their child life before they went to prison.
Yeah.
They go to prison, stay in their child life, and if they ever get out, they become the same person that they was before. So it kind of play both sides. Like you got some niggas that. They do wrong. They don't see they churn. They ain't stand they churn. Then when they get in jail, all they think about is they churn. But then you have some who's about they churn from the gate, and then when they get out, they.
How can you say everybody churn if he in jail?
She's saying before he went.
I'm saying like it's still logic in it because get what? If you we always talking about we'll die for our kids. Let's start living for our kids. How about I'm trying to make it to see my kids do some shit so special, man. As a grown up for real, I'm trying to see how far I can go with these parents and shit. Like I ain't trying to end it at a short stop, but I don't even think they take pride in being a parent in a way. Like
you saying if somebody end up in jail, then they wasn't a parent, like they wasn't.
No, I'm just saying like your decision affect everybody around you.
It does. But the last time you was on live, you said that there's a 90 and a 10%. You got that 10% that's in there. Mm-hmm. And you don't focus on the 10%. No. But you got that 10% that's in there that cared about their kids. They They did it for
That's
the
a stat.
Remember you said that 10% was about money. And the reason why I say that is because Brink's in prison right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you or nobody can change my mind that he was an active father, that he loved his kids, that he lived for his kids. Nobody will change my mind like that. But a careless mistake landed him
What
in
is
prison.
a careless mistake?
Whatever he did to land him in prison.
Listen,
I'm not going into details about that.
No, I'm saying, this is what I mean by a careless mistake, because this one for tell you, that's the game. You gonna make a mistake. That's how the board
I'm
set
not
up.
against that.
No
But what we are talking about is if you care about your kids.
Listen what I'm telling you. Listen what I'm telling you. Listen.
Okay.
I understand. Listen what I'm telling you. The way this board is drawn up, a mistake is going to happen.
Yeah,
Okay.
you gonna fuck up.
You don't see when a mistake is going to happen.
Okay.
You don't see when a mistake going to happen.
Okay.
He just do.
So to avoid playing that game, if you avoid playing that game, then you'll know like, oh, this, because if I keep playing the game, I'm gonna automatically know, man, I can't keep doing this.
So
All niggas in the streets
So
feel
you
like
don't
that.
know nobody that'll ever take a risk for their child. You got females that go in the store
All
and
those-
steal. You got men that
he
sell
put
drugs.
he said nothing. He just gave you an
No,
example.
I get what he's saying, but what I'm trying to give him is an example of the fact you got people that give a fuck about their kids that have made careless mistakes. Whether you deem it as a mistake or whether you deem it as part of the game, either way it go, they have done something that land them in prison, but that does not take away the fact that they care about their child. They care about their child before they went to prison. They gonna care about their child while they in prison, and when they get out, they gonna care about their child. That's the point I'm trying to make. I just use Brink as an example
do you
because
feel
he's
like-
somebody that I know that's in a situation that cared for his kids. He got a short period of time to do his time, and when he get out, I know he's still gonna be an active father in his life.
A lot of people care.
And Fahad got out, he did right by
Some
his
people
kids.
gonna do the exact same thing.
He do right by his kids.
He always did right by his kids.
And that's the only point we was talking about, a man taking care of his child in and out of prison,
But
whether
you
they
still,
know about their
still
children
gotta
or not.
understand, if I keep playing this game,
Still gonna be the same result.
it's still gonna be the same result.
You definitely right about that. I can't argue with
So
that.
when we gonna say, okay, damn,
Gotta get smart.
Yeah, I ain't saying
Gotta
like
invest.
not take a risk. I ain't saying that. Yeah, we know all this shit. Environment play a huge factor on we commit crime to get money. Like some niggas ain't really thieves. They just doing it for
Man,
purpose.
what you got to say? You ain't saying that.
Yeah, he listened.
Say, yeah, Charlie, you gonna got down.
He's on that quiet too.
Yeah, I'm just listening though, for real.
But it make but what Bud saying makes sense. I understand what they saying too, but get the bigger picture, the whole main thing for real.
That shit, man.
I'm gonna stay around. That's just like how I feel.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be around how I
He
feel
ready
and
to
see
get-
everything going on around me. Get how I feel. I'm gonna be around to watch T-Pain and let God come take my bro. But I'm gonna be around. I'm not finna take them chances and keep doing this and keep doing it. I'm gonna be around to be
But you
here
had
with
to grow to
T-Pain.
learn
And
that.
I think that's what that
Yeah.
You had to grow to learn
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I mean,
You wasn't always like that is what I'm asking.
That's
You
what I'm
always
saying.
been
So
like that.
how many times do it take for you to get in fucked up situations
Yeah.
before you
That
change
depends
your
on the
mind?
person if they hold accountability for themselves.
If we finna get some
depends on the whole
dope, if me and Latrice finna go get some dope,
Uh-huh.
and the tie go flat on the interstate, get what I'm saying, man? We gotta tell them it ain't meant.
No.
It ain't meant. Some nigga put that goddamn.
They'll still try to get there. You like.
Go get that
You
dope,
might
man.
be right by that.
Yeah.
They gonna feel like it's a blessing. They
I
probably
can't
stay in the
argue
trunk.
with you on
Yeah.
that one. But what I'm saying is, you have a point in life where everybody have to learn. You have to either you had an accountability or you don't. You gain accountability or you lack it.
You gain knowledge too.
Yeah.
And when you gain knowledge, when you know better, you do what?
You do better.
Exactly.
So,
But that's what he was trying to get at though a little bit.
So you know.
He's saying, is Briggs gonna get out and still play that same
We
board?
ain't gonna use it like we just
And
gonna
see,
we just speaking in general
that's
as
part
people.
of
We
being
ain't gonna-
accountable.
Anybody
Whether
who-
him or the next person or somebody else get out and do right. That is based off what they learn.
Yeah, when
or
they
like
in
she
there.
just said, she not finna risk nothing for her child. There was a point in life where we wasn't always like
That's
this.
not what I said. I said I done it, but once I had to come to a
And
sense
that's why I
like,
said
I got
you
to be
had
here for
get
my
to
boy.
that- You
And
had
that's
to
what.
get to that part of your life because we have made careless
So
decisions.
how many times though? How many
tell you that. That based off the person.
That's
If
what
you
I'm
want to be
saying.
accountable,
If
you don't want to be accountable.
you love your child, I got to be here to raise my child. That's how I feel when it comes down to
you're gonna have
somebody.
accountability to who you
Knowing
are.
that you got to be here for the raise your child.
Or you gonna have accountability to being a fuck up. And if you want to be a fuck up, then your accountability gonna be with you being a fuck up. That's whether you have a child or not. If you want to be accountable for being a fuck up, you gonna be accountable for being a fuck up. But if you learn as you go and you grow and you want better, you gonna do better.
And I gotta say this for all the niggas out there that get money. Like niggas out there that get money for real though. Like you got to find out what you love to do and turn that dirty money clean, man.
So this situation, but he close to home, man, because you said that, yeah. I'm for real, so you feel like...
You can't speak on that.
I can speak on it. It's just, I'll just be listening. And then, like, you know, I'll be, he just saying, man, what you got to say, man?
So he just put you on the spot, you feel me? Okay.
I'm already high and shit.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, shit like, fuck around. I mean, come got recap. So you said that, well, y'all asking me about
street life.
The street life.
Yeah.
The fucking street life. You keep playing the same game.
Yeah, like chess.
You gonna make a mistake.
Yeah. Do you feel like that?
I mean, mistakes are meant to happen. I mean, like they admit to happen. Like nigga can be tight. A nigga can be tight about game. You got niggas who smooth as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Might not ever make like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not no shit that cost them they freedom forever. No shit like they going away forever. So, like, you know, it's all about
how you move,
how a nigga moving, what they doing for real, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, like shit, man. Then like I growed up watching like my stepdad like made me like wanna hustle like on some shit like
see that fan money.
Yeah, just like not even like the fan like, cause I knew like I'm about 8 years old, so like about 8 or 7, so I knew like I know nigga making money, but you know what I'm saying, like just seeing the lifestyle, like I'm smart enough like to catch on and notice how this nigga living, you know what I'm saying, what he doing, you know what I'm saying, like you know I can see it, you know what I'm saying, so I started selling it, like I started stealing his weed and selling it, like I'm in the 4th grade, like selling his shit, like
boy you were bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, Kier.
Influencing me, like, you know what I'm
so
saying?
You
like,
making...
Okay, so I'm asking you this. What's the chance of you getting a girlfriend that got, I'm see, how old you were when you were doing it?
7.
By 8.
Oh,
you 8 years old, so what's the chance of you getting a girlfriend, say for example, say if you sold drugs, right?
Then, when I was 8, oh, you just said...
No, listen,
I'm listening.
Oh, I said, okay, say you get a girlfriend, right? She have an 8-year-old son.
Yeah.
If you selling drugs,
yeah,
it's a chance of her son selling drugs.
It's a chance of her son selling drugs.
You want to be just like you, right?
If you doing it and moving like in front of him, cause like they ain't hide shit in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen it. Like I'm in the trap, I'm playing bad with them. Like I'm seeing the junkies. You know what I'm saying? Like
you see that.
I see everything. So it's all about like if you ain't showing them that. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't doing that around them. Then you know they don't see it. Like kids really do what they see. Like
so basically, if like I said, if you was to get a girl that got an 8-year-old, like what's the chance of him growing up wanting to sell drugs? And want to be, he really gonna want to be just like you. His father active in his life, so
yeah. If it was me personally, understanding guy, cause I don't sell drugs, so he'll be like, he'll be a understanding guy, legitimate guy. You know what I'm saying? Like all the way around, good, respectful guy.
Okay, like, so that goes back. Okay, so you say that's how he'll be.
Yeah, that's how he'll be.
Okay, so that goes back when we was talking about the parents and the children coming from a 2-parent house and the children still going back out and even though
still going back out and doing what they do. That's all, you know what I'm saying? Cause like in a way, like I said, like I really growed up in a single parent house. My mama did have before he went to prison, like my real dad. Oh, that shit deep. I don't even go in deep.
Yeah.
That's what subject and shit. Yeah. But my stepdad was there for like in my life probably like about 3 years. Like he got locked up. Like he went to the bed.
What year was that?
He got locked up. It was trap or die era.
How old you was them 3 years that he stayed in the house with you?
No, from 8 like not 7 to like 11.
Yeah,
that was
okay.
7 to 11.
Okay, back to Okay, back to what we were talking about the kids and
them still like going to do the fuck they want to do, even if they grow up two parents.
Back to making the decisions, like playing the game, and you know what come with the game. And what you say is really just based off how you move.
Yeah, hell yeah, based on how you move. You
So,
know, nigga moving.
So basically, if you was the type, say for example, if you're a flashy dude.
Your chances
and you are attracted, and
are highly,
so you basically know what you doing. Ain't no such thing as far as moves to make when you already putting that image out there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we win, I show you 100 lose.
So it really ain't so much about the risk. It's just how you doing it.
Yeah, if you keep on putting yourself out there.
Yourself in that kind of situation. It's different when you actually working for your family and actually building shit up for your children. To actually try to get your children up out this shit. That's when I really got a plan for my kids, and I'm really trying to make this right here happen, right? Because I'm trying to clean their money up, and I'm really trying to change this shit. They will make me so I won't have to leave my children. I got a plan, right? Ain't that how it's supposed to go?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you got an exit plan, though, boy, you a good dope man. As long as you got an exit plan.
Some people can get out the game now.
Huh?
They can
That's
get
why you get out the game.
Bud that thing out like.
Yeah, I like how Bud think. I like how Bud think though. Bud got critical. That's critical. You gotta think on your feet.
He know niggas who us smart though.
Yeah.
It's a mindset. It's the females you mess with, the kind of mindset. All that. But
you attract so many type of demons, you can't.
Yeah, you ain't gonna.
You attract so many demons to the point one of them gonna get you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why most older niggas who got a family who ain't in the street, that's why they about to be they still about to be doing that shit. Cause they really got a family. They ain't fucking, even if they is be fucking somebody on the street.
Like influence, like he does, like I'm thinking back to like when I was a little nigga, like and thinking about like my dad, my actual dad, like who I'm named after, like how he had a reputation of being this badass nigga, like this tough ass dude, you feel me? Even though he went present in my life like that for real, like I'm growing up thinking like this is how I need to be, like how they niggas doing, like I need to like not to play with me, like they ain't like,
you hard.
You feel like niggas shouldn't play with, like you know what I'm saying? That's how I'm going, like that's how I'm thinking, like you feel me? Like they ain't making no better when I'm going to this hood, I'm going over there, and they like damn whose son you is? And they be like, oh you feel me? You look why? Your daddy, you know what I'm saying? They always like, so I'm like, damn, you know.
That negative positive energy.
That shit crazy.
Like it's negative, but
that shit rub. I'm a kid, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Like,
but it fucked up for real because it's misleading.
Humble that. Little ass.
Like it fucked up for real though because it's misleading though. Like it is misleading though. Like because
stop licking it.
No, I gotta get some water.
No, stop. I got some. Hell no, we ain't gonna lick no lips around here. Oh man, hey, I'll share with you. Cause I don't like that shit. You black as fuck. That shit ash. Man, it's okay.
Shout out to Big Trees.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
we don't do all that.
What's I think like the solution though, like could be to like even kids like get into shit like you said shit like
that's a good question, man.
Yeah.
Like what like. You know, like what the fuck?
We have to lead.
But we gotta lead by
example. We have to change out of our ways. If we want to see better, we got to change all of our ways. Like,
but this another thing though.
That's why I think like we make too many excuses for being like we just have we make too many excuses for this. Just how I am.
On my life.
We stuck in our ways. Yeah. That's why it's like we'll never go nowhere. We keep being stuck in our ways. Like I know, like.
But that's why you need good genes with people around you too.
Yeah.
Like who you surround yourself by means a whole lot.
A whole lot.
Because get what? If you around that and say you might got a spark in you, but you around people that ain't got it. Everybody.
They like them. Yeah.
Everybody better than dead.
Okay, your circle ain't inspiring you.
You got to jump. You got to
but they don't mean then if the cell dead in the battery, that's just like you keep on trying to put that thing up there and that junk ain't even getting you no type of power to the end. You got to that's just crazy.
That's why I say, man.
Yeah.
You got to accept that we gon' make mistakes.
Yeah.
Like
for sure.
Humans.
It ain't gonna come no age where you feel like you.
No.
It's being able to acknowledge your mistakes.
Yeah.
Now when you act like you don't got no mistakes.
Keep on making excuses.
That's when you
Yeah.
That's how you sweep that trash on the road.
But you can't do that. You gotta own it.
I remember my sweat so much trash up on the road one time though, like real life.
He'll come back and bite you.
No, I'm talking about seeing my mama sweep the
real trash. Real trash out of the room.
I see her sweep some trash.
I know this. Yeah, this boy that went to the real trash.
Yeah, I see her sweep some trash on the road. I feel that real good.
I know she spanked your ass to death. So you thought just because she did it, you could do it?
I did it too many times.
Oh yeah, you was lazy nasty.
So what is the first thing to start as far as changing? Like,
shit, like you taking accountability for shit. Like
you got to.
Like being real with yourself.
Like, and acknowledging it.
Not pitying yourself, like feeling sorry. Like you got no excuses. Like for real. Like once you know what's up, it's up to you. Go on do better. Get the rocking how you.
And I feel like don't be scared to unlearn what you already know.
Exactly. That's another thing.
Black people problem.
Yeah, they don't want to.
That's our problem. Like they don't want to unlearn.
Yeah.
They say so. You said bad habits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like we don't want to learn nothing new for real. Like that's better for us as a whole.
Like I started watching the real news. Like the real news.
You watch the real news?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some good pointers in there.
Like it just something like and I'm telling my mind be going to, I be like, damn, we don't even know this happening.
Cause we so caught on China 12.
The first time I be like, damn man, we don't even know this happening. Because we worry about we gotta go to work, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. Many folks out here protesting, throwing bombs downtown and everything. I'm like, damn man, this shit crazy how this shit happening way somewhere else and this nowhere near on our mind.
Okay.
It's crazy though.
Then y'all say everything got to have a positive and a negative, right?
Yeah.
So do you think that some shit you just can't change?
Yeah. Don't do wrong.
I mean,
like some shit, yeah.
But it's like I feel like the first step when we start with ourselves, then we start with our kids, and we'll be able to raise. I feel like how you
generation curse.
Raising your kids, like just like I said, even though a person grew up in a 2-parent home and got their dad, don't mean that because he probably still absent. He probably still ain't there. He ain't no bonding or none of that.
Yeah, man.
Like you got white people that actually take their children deer hunting and shit. Even though,
but at the same time.
But anyways,
back to where we was at.
What you been say,
But what she was saying, back to what she's saying, well, I mean, just like white folk, we all watch Lifetime movie, 2-parent household. Just because, you know what I'm saying?
I said it still don't matter. I mean, everybody.
Yeah, you can see Tom and Sally be married for how long? But give like 12 years, and they can be serious. He been cheating and killing folks in the house. They ain't even know it. Hey, how you doing, Sal? They ain't even notice what's going on in the house. They ain't like no black folk. We knows we gonna investigate. See, it's different. But it always gonna be different. But I get what Charlotte saying. It don't matter.
Like black people, we still different in a way because like I said, it's a black folk crime.
Yeah.
White folk go in there and kill a whole school or some shit like that.
And get what?
Or just talk.
You ain't never hear about no black kid going to shoot. No young black kids going to shoot on school. Name one.
But you know what though? You know what? You can name all the school shootings you want to. It still don't equal to black on black crime.
Yeah. Because the black on black crimes is what attracts.
I think it's more a hate. It's more a hate thing.
It's what we talk.
Yeah.
It's what we talk.
Yeah.
Like, trying to get a black woman to listen in today's life for real. Because most black women don't listen.
Why they don't listen though?
Because it's
a
strategic plan put in place where fuck that nigga, don't need that nigga. That nigga don't know what he talking about.
Can't trust no nigga.
Now you don't understand. Listen, by your emotions being so aroused and evolved at this moment, you finna damage that child from growing up, getting some structure. Now you gonna feel like you can replace him. You don't need no nigga. You don't know how to. Mamas ain't gonna never just be able to do it by herself. That's why the number's so high over here. And over here, because in a way we still able to get over on that.
You think black women listen back then? I
think they listen. They listen.
They had no other choice to listen. That's slavery.
Them folks listen on what it is. What about the ladies that actually do listen, but they end up with fuck niggas? They so dumb and slow to every single thing.
No, I ain't saying listen to the nigga like you know You know
how far it go?
Yeah,
okay.
I ain't saying listen to the nigga you talk to. I'm just saying like
I'm writing it
black
down.
women don't listen as a whole. Like if you say something, you say something logical about anything, she'll think you sassy. Because you got plenty of sense. How I'm sassy because I got plenty of sense and harder to understand. But you got some.
So because that's to go back to what Charlotte saying. A lot of females, some female that listen, they be misled. They don't understand the concept. They ain't ready to be slow.
What type of nigga they?
But who ain't finna go off like? Who ain't finna go off possession for real? Like the who ain't finna go off with like for real? Like,
action.
Like
he can tell you everything in the book.
Who's not finna go off like what they really see for real? Like
who ain't finna go off?
The average person is going off.
The average person, like real people, like I'm trying to get them to understand that anybody can put on a suit.
Exactly.
The devil give gifts too. Don't be fooled by the internet, cause everybody go hard to make themselves look like they up here. Everybody will.
And everybody ain't.
Everybody will. Everybody looking for attention. Everybody trying to grab attention. It's over 5 billion people online or however many.
They billionaires.
Everybody want attention at one time. Man, that's a lot of fun.
They say you rich, bud.
No.
I was just playing.
I'm saying, you explain that good, but what they got to do with black women don't listen?
What they got to do with black women don't listen?
Yeah. You just went
as far as you said, this is what I'm trying to tell you when I say black women.
The question was, the black people that do listen, that be misled by fuck niggas or be misled by the wrong opposite, or they listen to the wrong opposite.
Fucking lip shy.
I was asking you.
He look like somebody though, friend.
Yeah, as a question, and you went to a whole nother route. That's what I was saying. What you said makes sense.
Keep on the side. She wants you to keep on it.
So I like you ever seen Cookout? You ever seen Cookout? I like to jump through the ceiling with the gun. I don't like to come in through the door. So you jump through the ceiling with the gun, then it'll be surprising.
But stay on one topic, is what she trying to tell you.
I don't know how to do that.
Well, it'll be hard.
I'm kind of used to him now. I know he be
all over the place. But you were trying to get the perception of what he said.
Her question was, how do the women that listen, how they be affected? Like when you listen to a man and you listen to the wrong man, or you being misled by the wrong man. And
one thing about
that he asked him, and then he went back to a whole nother thing. That's why I was saying, like, you never even answered that first question.
One thing about
you went
get all the weed
on and how people see this, and the 5 million people on Facebook and all of that. I'm trying to get the answer to the question that was asked originally asked. Like, you say that women don't listen, so the percentile of women that do listen, how do they know what they're listening to? How do they know what they're listening for? What are they listening to?
How he leading? How he is as a man. No determine his pocket. How he is as a man. What you see.
There you go.
Y'all are the strongest people on this earth. Black women. I don't give a fuck. Niggas want to be y'all. White women want to be y'all. White man. When a white man be gay, he don't want to be no white woman.
He want to be a black woman.
Y'all are the strongest people on this planet. These is
he's
true
changing
facts.
name.
But you don't understand that because get what? You let a nigga with a clown suit put one on. You might hit the club, throw a few dubs.
So do you think a woman should listen to you?
More definitely.
Like you can lead up. Like
yeah.
you lead.
So you lead.
More definitely. I had my first girlfriend told me I'm the reason she graduated.
So she listened.
In high school. She ready to transfer.
And
I
you
told her mama she wasn't transferring because she got to graduate.
Man.
But it sounded good to the mom, but I was dead for real. She graduated. See, you playing and laughing, I'm dead for real. I mean, being
damn, do you feel it? Yo.
See, that's what you gonna see. That's why I tell you, a nigga be put on that suit.
Oh, so that's what you give out of the clown suit. So you.
Man, some nigga put that suit on, man. Come out that closet, man. They don't be who they say they is.
Oh, okay.
Especially when they trying to. Oh, you tell a nigga watch the dishes, man. That nigga might cuss you out.
Exactly. That's what she trying to get you. You answer every question that she ever asked you, whether you know it or not.
What's on your mind, Saleh? Tell me what's on your mind.
I'm not even here, but I'm here, but I'm not.
What you mean by that? You floating? Huh?
She in another universe.
Man, y'all going crazy, man. We got another episode, man. Hood Chronicles. We had Big Trees stop by, show us some love.
Exactly.
Y'all know the fuck going on, man.
You
Make
go
it in the building. We gonna smoke this one on camera. Y'all nigga ain't talk too much. Geneva pregnant. Tutu. Baby shower tomorrow.
What EP this is?
When he
Huh?
plays.
What EP this is?
What EP this is, Geneva?
G11.
Let them know when your baby shower tomorrow.
My baby shower not tomorrow. You just sat there and said that for
When it is?
That girl ain't even that far along.
Huh?
You just lying.
That's why I don't know about. That's why.
You just told that story.
Don't play him like you crazy. You know what you got going on tomorrow. Don't ever play
He
him like
know
you
he ain't
It's a
no baby
generous-
shower
Well,
tomorrow.
you know he trying to be sarcastic. Y'all know
He
that, but
did what
don't
he
do
need
like
to
that.
shut up. Don't try to do that on
Nah,
me.
look, Charlotte.
She love it. Sade love
She
that.
diss me when it's
Yeah, but she ain't gonna let you shine in front of folks. That's how you supposed to do it. That's a friend.
You still in the wrong, so I'm correct.
Friend, she's been your. That's you her brother.
It's not a
That's
baby
it.
shower tomorrow.
It ain't.
No,
What
we
is
got
it?
going on tomorrow?
you ain't invited no more.
I'm still
Tell
coming.
the camera that.
I'm still coming.
Don't do him like that.
You look like him.
It's,
Whole
your baby
thing.
gonna look like
Oh, I love him.
Whole thing.
it.
You want your baby look like? You want to see me when I was little?
Man, you was.
Oh my
I
God.
seen you when you was little.
A real creature.
The way she yelled at you, and
I'm proud
the
of
way
her.
how
I'm
she
proud
go-
of her.
What if your
I'm
baby
proud
might
of
look
her.
like
I'm
Bud
proud
for
of her.
real,
Y'all
Janae?
can
Oh,
have it.
bitch.
Like she,
Come on, we be like, what? What's in that, man?
Man, you
Man.
don't never supposed to join in with them.
Nay, I swear I still love my little cousin, Jeff,
I
but
just said they
You know that?
Y'all two little boys.
Yeah.
exactly, they look just like him.
You ain't got no
You
girl.
put them jeans on the girl from him right there. Just look at him.
what is it? I mean, mate, is it anything you want to talk about?
I mean,
Like, what you got to say for the people?
what I got to say for?
Yeah, because you know we've been down about 5 months,
I
6
mean,
months.
what I got to say?
Come
is
back,
shit,
boom,
we back.
voila.
We back, goddamn. We come back full strong, full throttle.
It's lip gloss popping over here.
Even goddamn, like shit been. Don't take the
2023.
delay as a deny.
Hell no.
I don't believe in all that year shit.
So now we got a couple more months, she gonna be out again.
What year it is? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We here, Hood Chronicles.
Hey, you
Goddamn positive.
They keep like that
like you
black.
got to freestyle for her real quick to close it all out? You ain't got no freestyle for her?
Go, Nay, you said you gonna do it.
I want to hear what Janae got to say.
Go ahead, Nay, you said you
I don't
gonna
hear what you got to
freestyle.
say. We'll go down the line. They don't want to hear what you-
I'm just saying, we're back.
No, you got to speak. No.
Bad like a nigga fuck your tape up.
There you go.
Oh,
You
shit.
can't repeat what May said. I want Janae to say what Janae is going to say.
Yeah. Go ahead, Janae.
Episode 11, we'll be back with 12 very soon, you guys.
Fuck 12 though.
Before John Morant,
Well,
Fuck with y'all.
I don't know, John Marie.
What you got to say,
Chief?
Chief?
What I gotta say? Y'all keep doing y'all thing.
Yeah.
Get more. Y'all need to get more little element in it. But
Okay.
I mean, I fuck with y'all.
look,
Okay.
what?
You get elevate. That means you gotta up the show, up the scope. Okay, then. That's what I'm just trying to help you out.
You got to start from the bottom step, though.
Exactly.
But y'all
I like
answered
that.
her answer. Don't
Hold on, you gonna get mad with what?
you
What?
gave her answer.
Because you already said you
Now
want
for the grand finale.
It is cold here.
It is cold here. It's cold here.
Okay, we're going to be adding new stuff to the show. Just stay
That's what I was trying to get at.
But let me have the light. Let me have the light. The light is on.
Grand
Like I
finale.
was saying,
But you took
we're
mine.
gonna be adding more stuff to the show, so just stay tuned. We're gonna be having a game. We're gonna
I would talk and you interrupt me.
Family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
We're gonna take off in the
Big
minute.
shout out to this big treat, man. Feel me coming on our motherfucking
Yeah.
show, man.
Hey,
Power to the shit.
You a
Y'all
strong
that shit to
person,
lose a
man.
child, you feel me? Like, that shit ain't easy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell nah. Like, she's strong as a motherfucker. You feel me? A lot of all of we come from that shit, man.
I can,
Yeah.
I can feel the energy.
God ain't
Like
just
the
being
energy
solely
never
through
went down.
shit.
Yeah,
And they ain't built
for
for it.
real. Always in good
On my
spirit.
life, the
Tight
energy
shit.
never went down. No matter what time I seen Trees on my baby, the energy never been down. And one thing I want to touch on before we go though, about this movie, man. For real though, because I'm keeping it. I'm always keeping it in my back pocket. Get what? I know for a fact you want to shoot that bitch around like, damn, Trees want to shoot this bitch. Man, it must got to be something special about this movie. So
It
I
is
know it got
special.
to be something special about the movie.
Matter of fact, while we on this subject,
Yeah.
we getting it together. So y'all just stay tuned. I'm gonna come back on the show. I'm gonna let y'all know how far we getting. We gonna me and Bud. We gonna put that in perspective. Okay. We gonna get that together. And my friend Chalet.
Okay.
So y'all don't leave whole thing. Got whole thing.
It's a project we put up there. Oh, you gonna be back? You gonna be on the buying baby?
So you know we
not talking about no pregnancy. We not talking about no baby. I said me and May was trying to hear about the movie. You keep on bringing up a baby and a pregnancy. Like, stress that out your mind for me.
You need me with pink?
No, I don't care what you wear.
Anyways.
When we get off camera, can y'all give us some details?
I will.
Thank you.
We're gonna get that done.
EP 11.
EP.
Right.
Hood Chronicles.